Hey, welcome to the Underground. My name is Samuel. I'm filling in for Matt this week.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jurassic Matt.
This is Jurassic Matt, and we are reviewing... Guys, you've seen it.
Yes,
you have
times.
been able to kind of get a feel up for this movie. So what are some of your thoughts? Like what are some of the general things that you walked out of the theater with?
I walked out of that theater thinking it was different than other Jurassic movies that I've seen.
Yes.
The director did a good job with making it scary. Like, he made it a lot scarier than other Jurassic Park movies in Jurassic World. There were jump scares, and even when I saw it a second time, I expected those jump scares, but they still scared me. Like, they were very well thought out, and they were done well.
Absolutely.
I agree. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It got to where I hoped a Jurassic Park World movie would get to. I won't jump right to the ending now, but I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for me, like I have to admit, I saw it twice, and the first time I saw it, I walked out of the theater a little confused, and also like I was just like, "Ooh, I don't know how I feel." But after seeing it the second time, a lot of things were cleared up for me.
He's a little slow.
I'm a little slow. So going into it, we're gonna do some spoilers right out from here. So let's get right down into it. What were some of the things that you walked away with thinking like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about that? Some of the bad. What's going on with
The
you, Josh?
clone girl.
The clone girl.
Maisie.
Yeah.
And here's why. It's not that it bugged me, because it didn't, because it makes sense in the Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Whatever. Mm-hmm. But other than the fact that she was cloned, she played no part.
No.
Like, that fact about her meant nothing to the storyline of the movie. So unless it comes into play in the next movie,
Yeah,
it was really wasted, dumb storyline. That irritated me.
Yeah. What do you think about that, man?
I think that I feel the same way, but I do think that with this storyline, they're trying to lead into something for the next one.
Yeah, I agree.
'Cause especially towards the end, it became a much bigger deal
Yes.
than it did through the entirety of the
Yes,
movie.
I agree.
Yeah, I think they could have done a better job of explaining it, like
Yeah.
kind of leading. I think that could have been really good if they had kind of made it a point to make that a giant plot, like a plot twist.
And maybe it is the point of
Maybe.
going into the next one, though. I
Yeah.
guess we won't know until it comes out, obviously. But
Yeah.
Right.
But I would agree. I thought, being that the way the movie ended, which I am so glad about.
Yeah,
because
it
I'm sick
ended
of
well.
I'm sick of it like being a crisis and then it's back on
Yep.
Island
Yeah,
Nublar or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
perfect life for everyone.
Yeah, it had to get to this point at some point. And
Yeah.
They finally made it so.
Yeah. It's definitely a long time coming.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
But so talking about about Maisie though, so Maisie the clone girl.
Yep.
Like the first time I saw it, I was exactly where you were at, where you are at, Josh. I thought that her storyline was completely just like a side story that did not need to be explored. It was pointless in my opinion. However, when I saw it the second time, there is so much dialogue that happens
Before.
Yep.
before in order to help set that up.
If you knew,
Yeah.
it made sense.
You had to
Yes.
watch. You had to watch.
I
for it.
agree, because
Yep.
I remember thinking back and thinking, okay, that makes sense why they said
Yeah.
Yep.
this, and this.
And you don't even catch everything that they're saying. And see, that's one of the main things that actually I did not like about this movie is that the script was so bad. Like, because
clunky.
it was very
and out of
clunky.
place.
Yeah.
The plot was able to move forward. It was actually it was pulled off, I think, because of J.A. Boyana, the director.
Yeah.
The director was able to use what he had, make
Yeah.
lemonade out of lemons, but the
Yeah.
screenwrite was terrible.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing, like when you have to have your characters in the beginning, like showing like that physical or like telling exposition,
Right.
that was annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It
like,
was.
but
Right.
like seeing the movie again, there's so much dialogue that happens while they're like walking. So, like, it was not told well, but her as a clone actually makes a lot more sense.
The second time through.
Second time through.
I'll have to catch it next time.
Yeah, but what was some of the good things though? Some of the good things from the movie, because obviously there was definitely the main parts that we thought were bad, but it was still fun.
Yeah.
Like ultimately, what do you think, Matt?
I think a lot of good things they had going for it were a lot of the dinosaurs themselves, especially the mosasaur. Very little screen time, but what it did have, it was great.
Yes.
And it became a fan favorite from Jurassic World, the one that came out 3 years prior.
Because it killed the Indominus
It
Rex.
killed the- well, and just it was just cool.
It was, yeah.
It was our first like water dinosaur.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all the parts it had in the new movie it was great. You know, it was scary, of course. And the very beginning scene where you just see that submarine light under the water and then it just disappears, that was awesome.
It was awesome.
Very well done.
Very well done. The director was fantastic in the execution of what he had to work with, as we said before.
Yes.
But like you said, the screenwriters need some punishment.
They need to not exist for the next movie. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
But like to build a little bit off of what you were saying there, like J.A. Boyano when he was pulling it off, like the way that he uses lighting in order to introduce introduce characters, like when the Tyrannosaurus Rex is coming up and the guy in the beginning,
that was amazing.
the lightning goes off and you see like the Tyrannosaurus Rex standing above him, and then it goes dark again when he turns around.
Well, and then
It was amazing.
the emotional scene with the Brontosaurus standing.
Oh,
on the,
yeah. I felt like I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
cry.
when the Brachiosaurus is up there, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
You see a silhouette against the
Yes.
against the backdrop of the lava.
Well done.
Yeah.
It was seriously emotional.
It was.
Yes.
And the music, like, it was very uninspired. I think ultimately, I like Michael Giacchino as a composer, but the main moments that really brought out the emotion were either the ones that were already made by John Williams from previous Jurassic Park scores, or the ones that were seriously emotional, like with the Brachiosaurus. I think that was one moment where that was original score, very emotional.
Well, let's be honest, you're not going to top the original score.
No, John Williams is a legend.
Yeah.
It is a legend.
Oh, yeah.
But what about you? What was something that made you pull out, Josh?
Well, besides my obvious man crush on Chris Pratt,
Like the rest of the world.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on.
the ending, obviously, I mean, I guess I can't be excited enough about the ending. Being as short as I can, the dinosaurs are loose in the world.
Yes.
Now. So it's not like they're just contained to one
Yeah.
part of the world or one island. They're loose in public, out in the
Some
world.
in cages, sold to people, and
Yes.
some just released into the wild, like
Yep.
suburbs, you know?
Yes.
Yes. So I mean that's going to create a whole new dynamic for the next one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not just a couple people going somewhere and having danger. Like it's
And people
global
made a big
spread.
deal when the T-Rex was in San Diego.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was only
Exactly.
like controlled blocks of it, you know?
Exactly.
Yep.
And that people
So,
made a big deal about that.
I thought that was great. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. It was visually it was good. But,
Yep.
But
So
like you said, I wasn't thrilled with the screen rate.
right. Before we wrap up here, what about the Indoraptor? That was supposed to be the big baddie. So in Jurassic World 1, there was the Indominus Rex, but now we have the Indoraptor.
I was underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed?
I
I
wasn't
thought the
thrilled.
Indominus was much cooler.
I agree.
When you
I
have
just think it didn't get enough.
It was so much more dangerous than what it was what it was written to do.
Yeah, it didn't really explore its capabilities.
Yeah.
It would have been cooler if it could have camouflaged like the Indominus Rex.
Right.
would've been
Those
awesome.
type of things
Yeah.
it just didn't do. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I honestly the Indoraptor, neither here nor there for me. I think that where we can go with this story, especially with the cloning and everything, it could be amazing.
Yes.
With Maisie being like talking about the real like problem with morality that humanity is facing now with
Yes.
cloning, it's
Yes.
going to be incredible. Out of 5 stars, what would you give it, Matt?
I would have to give it. I thought it would be 3 stars when I first saw it, but after seeing it, I'm gonna have to go 3.5 out of 4 stars. It's difficult to kind
3.5 out of 4? Or out of 5?
like 3.5 or 4 stars.
Or 4 stars.
Yeah, out of 5. It's too difficult for me to make a decision between them.
Yes, because I find myself.
I'm still processing.
Yep, it's something that's got to be laid out. Josh, out of 5 stars,
As a standalone, 3.5.
3.5.
Put up next to the first one, probably 3. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
go down to 2.75 because we didn't get to see that water dinosaur eat any surfers.
Sure, almost. But for me, I would say like definitely 3.5 stars. Same thing as you. The first time it was 3 stars. After seeing it again, understanding the story, 3.5. But honestly, what's your thoughts? Leave us a comment, like, comment, subscribe for the Underground. But this is the Underground. This has been the Soup's Legit Jurassic World review. Signing out.